We wanted to talk about the phone system that's built into Teams. The phone system does require some additional licensing for external calling and being able to call phone numbers rather than just other team members, but a lot of these features are available to interact with other colleagues right out of the box with basic Teams licensing. So just to give you a feel for what the phone system functionality looks like, if you were to use Microsoft Teams to replace your traditional phone system, whether that be a VoIP system, voice over IP, or a traditional PBX, or if you have SIP trunks installed in your environment, Microsoft Teams is a full phone system. It can replace all of those solutions, and it requires a lot less backend. It's not going to require some sort of appliance or system to be installed in your building or environment. And it doesn't necessarily require any hardware at all. So we have some examples here of the hardware you can implement, but keep in mind you don't need all of these. For example, that top middle one is the headset, and we've actually got our headsets here. I'm not using it right now for this event, but every time I'm going to call, I'll be wearing that headset. It's really convenient. It has a mic or a boom mic to mute and unmute yourself. And it ties directly into my computer. So you'll be using Microsoft Teams on your computer to make the phone call and then utilizing the headset just as the audio device. So a couple other examples that we've got on this page. In the top left, you can see kind of a little speakerphone. If people you do conferences in their office, or they have a handful of staff that usually come to their office and they make conference calls, you can utilize something like that. And then in the top right there, we have what you would usually see as a traditional conference room phone. That is with Microsoft Teams built into it. And then across the bottom, going left to right, we have the Surface Hub, which is a Microsoft product that kind of showcases the meeting feature of Teams at its forefront. That middle one there is your traditional desk phone for folks who like having that hard phone. They can still utilize Microsoft Teams on that type of phone. And then the bottom right is a room system, right? So for turning a traditional conference room into a Microsoft Teams room where you can schedule meetings, you can set up the webcam, connect it to your display or monitor or projector that you might have in that room. So to show you a little bit about what this looks like, we don't want to dive too deep into the phone system because I know not everyone uses Microsoft Teams for this, but we do want to just give you kind of a brief overview of what this solution looks like. So you can see this is the calls tab in Microsoft Teams, and it offers a handful of options across that left menu. You can see the general speed dial where you'll have people and contacts, and then you can have a history of your calls. So just like a traditional phone, you're going to see who's called you. You'll have a voicemail section where you can see transcriptions of the voicemail and even listen to the audio recordings. And then in the bottom left, you'll see the number pad, right? So since we have Teams Voice here at SWICKtech, we can just dial out externally. That does require some additional licensing, so keep that in mind. If you don't have that, you probably don't have that licensing, but you can still directly call other people that are in your environment.